Hey, I'm Keith with inTech, and I'm excited today to show you our all-new Blackwing product. This has been a highly anticipated one over the past year. We're finally here, it's live, and it's ready to go. This one here behind me is going to be 7 foot wide. It's going to be just under 24 feet in overall length and have a beautiful exterior design to it. But of course, what we always say is what makes an inTech different is truly our framing and our structure. So behind these walls is going to be a solid welded cage frame that you're used to from inTech. It'll be our aluminum chassis with the aluminum cage welded to the top of it. And ultimately, that's giving you incredible strength when you're going down the road. Your traditional RV is going to be built with a steel chassis, and typically your walls, they're going to be laminated, and they're all just going to be screwed together. So you can imagine the amount of strength you get out of this design right here. As we look at this Blackwing, again, you'll see this has a very unique shape and design to it. On the front end, we're coming all the way out over the tongue, and we're giving you a ton of storage up here. Also, we're really working on the aerodynamics of this unit. You'll see with this shape and this wedge in the front, we're able to get a lot better, less wind resistance than we would with a typical straight up and down design on the front end. Right off the bat, though, you'll see as you open these doors, the storage is massive. So looking in here, you have a large open storage area. And then directly below those spots, you're going to have your LP compartment. And this one is equipped with our battery setup that's going to have the off-grid package. So this compartment will have your 2 LP battery or your 2 lithium batteries in it, and then your 2,000 watt inverter. Down here, you'll see another unique thing for us. Now we've gone to these frameless windows. These have a square design to them, which really matches the lines of the unit well. But the functionality of these windows is great as well. So when you open these windows, it could even be raining outside because they're just going to tip out, and it's going to allow that rain to shed off, and you could still have ventilation running through the camper. Further back, you'll see a 12-foot power awning. Now this awning is going to have the lateral arms to it, so you don't have any legs that have to come down to the ground. And then if it comes out and it's too windy and it needs to retract back in, there's a wind sensor built right in that will do that automatically for you. This will be a tandem axle design. These will be 3,500 pound axles. So your total carrying capacity or your total gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 7,000 pounds, giving you a carrying capacity of roughly 2,500 pounds on board this Blackwing right here. So we're designing this as a toy hauler. We want to give you plenty of room and space inside and weight capacity to be able to put in and load whatever you'd like to in there. Around to the back side of the Blackwing, you'll see a nice large ramp door. This is going to be 80 inches tall and basically give you 79 inches because of how the trim comes down, but 79 inches to load taller equipment in there. So if you do have a side-by-side, it's going to have a taller rack on it, or a golf cart. It's going to accommodate most of those. Up at the top, we'll have a nice spoiler over the top to help deflect the water off the back, also give a nice aesthetic design. And then down below, you're going to have your 2-inch receiver. This receiver will be able to handle 175 pounds. So again, a lot of your heavier bike racks or e-bikes, this receiver will be able to handle them for you. All right, coming around to the roadside now, you'll see this unit, we'll look at this closer on the interior, but it's going to feature a tip-out bed. Down below that, you're going to have some ventilation. These will open up, so that way if you have something, an engine inside there with gasoline or diesel fuel, you're able to keep those fumes out of the unit itself. Moving a little further forward, you'll see here is going to be the water heater. This will be a tankless water heater system. You're going to have your water fills directly beside that. This will have a 30 amp shore cord plug on it. You'll have a coax right here, and this is going to feed directly into your TV. So if you're at a campsite that has cable available, or if you want to plug a satellite in, it's going to go directly to your TV. And this will be an external solar port. So this is already wired to your batteries for you. So if you have a briefcase system, you can plug directly in. You just have to make sure that briefcase system has its own charge controller, because this won't have anything on the inside of the unit for charge control. Down below, you're going to have your tank area where you can empty your black tank here. This will have a 38-gallon black tank on board and a 28-gallon fresh. And then next to your tank drain right there, you're going to have a sewer hose holder as well. All right, coming back around to the front side now. Again, you got more storage doors here. On the lower section, you're going to have 2 20-pound LP tanks that are going to come standard on board. And then directly above that is another door showing you that large storage space that we were looking at from the other side on the front. This will pass all the way through. Here on the tongue, you'll see we're going to be using a 2 5/16 inch coupler, and then you'll have a standard power jack on board. Another nice little detail feature, your safety chains will have their own hooks to them, so that way they're not just lying around when you're not hooked up to the vehicle. All right, so that's a look at the exterior. Now let's jump inside and see what features we have in there. All right, up here at the front of the Blackwing, you're going to see our kitchen. Now this is going to feature our all-new aluminum cabinetry, which we actually got a beautiful finish out of an aluminum cabinet, giving it a very residential look, but you have the durability and the lightweightness of an aluminum cabinet versus a wood cabinet here. On top of that, this is also featuring a new thing for us, which is thin-scape hard surface countertops. No longer will these be a laminate piece. This is going to be a hard surface. Again, no worries about longevity of this product. It'll wear very well for you. Also on top, you're going to have a nice deep farmhouse sink. You'll have a 2-burner stove to the side there. Plenty of great cabinet storage down below and up above on this unit. Over here, you'll see some controls where you can see what your levels are in your black tank and your fresh tank. You'll also have access to turn on your water pump and everything right there, along with your stereo. So this will have a 4-speaker system inside it. It'll be broken into 2 zones for you. 2 speakers in the front of the camper, 2 in the back. All right, over to the side here, then we have our wet bath. Now, if you've ever seen or used our wet baths, you know they're very large in size. This will have a nice wood teak floor mat down on the base that we're using now, which will keep you elevated up above the water. So as you step in after using a shower, you don't have to worry about that floor being wet. Another great feature that we do with all of our wet baths is we use a door that is actually an exterior door and completely seals off. So you don't have to worry about using a shower curtain or anything like that inside this bathroom to keep the water sealed inside. Directly behind our bathroom, you're going to have your 8 cubic foot refrigerator. This will be a 12-volt refrigerator with a large amount of space on the inside. The nice thing about these 12 volts now, they have a very low amp draw. So you're not dealing with the old 3-way fridges that were really struggled to cool down. They also had a large amp draw when you're running off your 12-volt system. This is a very efficient fridge. Directly above the fridge here, you'll see vents. These are for your furnace. This is a 20K BTU LP furnace that will easily heat this entire unit. Behind your fridge area, you're going to see a 32-inch flat screen TV. This is on a swivel, so you can easily pull it out and angle it back if you want to, and you're sitting back in the garage area. Coming back a little further, you're going to see your cubby accents all the way up and above the tip-out bed here to give you additional storage. And in this unit, we're trying to maximize what you have for garage space. So right now, this has just over 11 feet of interior floor space, making it that you can easily load most 2-door side-by-sides. You have roughly 79 inches of height at your ramp door, so a lot of room to get in big equipment, but we're also giving you a lot of sleeping and seating space. So this bed here is going to tip out, and it's only going to take up, when it back in, it's only going to take up about 8 inches into the actual unit, into the side here. So keeping that width of the garage wide. The bed itself is going to be 78 inches by 48 inches, so good enough sleeping space for 2 people. And then directly beside that, we're going to have our sleeper sofa. So this sofa will fold up flat against the wall, also goes into this seated position, and then it can lay flat to make into another bed space. An optional piece that's on this unit here we're showing you is our drop-down bunk. So the drop-down bunk, you simply press these 2 levers here, and the bunk just simply comes down, and now you have an additional sleeping space as well for 1 more kid on top. Now this is rated 175 pounds, so it will be a lighter individual on the bed up here. But again, we're giving you space where you can sleep 6 people potentially inside this unit. So with the Blackwing designed to be a toy hauler, you're going to see we put this nice floor covering on here, so it feels very nice to walk in and use. But we also know you're going to be loading some dirty equipment, and you might not want to pull it on top of this. So what we've done is we're using these mats. They're preformed, and they have a rubber backing to them. You can simply pull these back. You can use it as a camp mat if you like when you're at your campsite. But then you have our exclusive extruded aluminum flooring down below, which is all nicely anodized with a beautiful finish and very durable. So once again, the goal with this product is if you're out and it's dirty and you're using it and you just simply need to spray it out, everything in this unit is a composite or it's aluminum. So our walls are Azdel, the flooring's all aluminum, the cabinetry's all aluminum, so it's very easy to keep clean and it'll hold up and be durable for a long time. All right, so right up by your entry door, we're gonna have a lot of your controls. First, you'll have a max air fan. So that's a large 12-inch blade fan that has multiple speed settings, so you can pull a lot of air through the unit. So if you're on one of those nice days, you don't need to run your air conditioner, this will help you stay nice and cool. All right, directly below that, you're going to see your thermostat. So your thermostat will control your air conditioner and your furnace. The air conditioner is going to be 11,000 BTU AC with a soft start on board. So that will allow you to, even with a 2200 watt generator, run this air conditioner. Also, if you option in our off-grid package, which gives you the lithium batteries, the inverter, and the solar, then you can actually run the AC off that system as well. Below there, you're going to have your controls for your awning, and then you're just going to have some of your light controls down below that. You'll notice in the Blackwing, obviously you're going to have your ceiling lights, but as always, we try to really give you a lot of good accent lighting. So in the nighttime when it's a little darker, you don't have to have those on for light inside. New for us is this valance design that we came up with, which also allows us to put a accent light up in there. And then you're going to see accent lights throughout your cubbies, reading lights throughout the unit, under cabinet lighting when you're in your kitchen. So a lot of good non-direct lighting all throughout the Blackwing. So that's a look at our all-new Blackwing. We appreciate you watching. If you want to get more details, go to our website, intech.com. You'll find a full web listing of this particular unit, and then you can contact your dealer by using our dealer locator, and they can give you availability information and exact pricing on this great new model from inTech.